Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Today is Therapy Tuesdays and our topic is personal courage. So please stay tuned. So the reason that I chose personal courage to be the topic today is that for 2017, I want to raise attention, focus more on the little things that people take for granted and forget. So a definition of courage is that it's a willingness to face danger, to face agony, to face pain, to face intimidation and uncertainty. It's a personal choice to do something that is difficult. So even though you know that it's difficult and it's going to be hard, you muster up the courage somewhere to face it head on. It's good to be self-aware and to focus on what your fears are. That way, if you know what you're afraid of, then you know what you have to muster up the courage to face. So most movies promote courage to be these grandiose acts of heroism where they overcome major challenges and they forget to acknowledge little acts of courage. So today I want to recognize the personal acts of courage that people can show every day that we may take for granted or forget that it's also an act of courage. Recently I came across a dedication quote that an actress, I think it's Emma Stone, gave when she received her Golden Globe Award. She said, and I'm going to read it for you, "To anybody anywhere who feels like giving up sometimes, but finds it in themselves to get up and keep fighting, I share this with you." I really did love that because you know what? She used her platform in such a positive light to inspire other people and to praise them for doing something that most people think is so simplistic. I think sometimes we forget that life itself is the ultimate challenge and just basic everyday living is of itself difficult. But you know what? I see courage every single day in the people that I come across, whether it's at work or on a personal setting or through social interaction. I come across survivors of trauma every single day. And you know what? The strength that they have, that they don't even realize sometimes, it's amazing. The adversities that they faced and the obstacles that they've overcome, it is amazing how much the human body can harness strength from within that you may not even know that you have. Sometimes the only time you recognize your strength is when you face your fears and when you overcome it. So many of the clients that I've come across, I admire them. They inspire me because they are so brave. After all the ordeals that they've been through, they're still surviving. There's deep strength in moving on after you've faced years of abuse, or when a family loses a loved one, when you have to pick up those pieces. Very difficult to come to terms with losing that loved one, but people find the courage, and that is what I look at as personal courage. When an elder sibling steps up and parents their younger siblings because there's no other adult involved in their lives, that's courage. When a kid in school stands up to the bully for their friend or for themselves to end that abuse, that's courage. When two people decide to forgive each other for the wrongs that they've done and to let it go and to move forward, that's courage. Or when an individual decides to stand up for their identity or their family history in the face of whatever people may say, that's courage. Or when a person is going through a seemingly rough patch, but they still choose every morning to wake up and go, that's courage. Courage is not something that can be inherited. It's not something that you can learn from an instruction manual. It's not something that you can purchase in a store. Courage is inherent in all of us. It's something that we learn to build upon through experience and development throughout our lives. Never sell yourself short and believe that you're a coward. Never give up on that power that you have within yourself to face your fears. We've all made mistakes. We've all failed at some point. But you know what? True courage is when you do not accept that failure, but rather you fight back. Harness the motivation from it to conquer that which we would not allow ourselves to be overcome by. Show courage by choosing to live your life the best that you could and always be true to yourself. Show courage by choosing to love those in our lives without any limitations or boundaries, and showing charity to those that are in need around us. Show courage by not being afraid to admit when you've made a mistake, by being able to accept when you're wrong, and by being able to adjust to any challenges in your life, or to be able to admit and recognize when self-improvement is necessary for you. People show us the strength of their personal spirit every single time they smile amidst whatever daily life challenges that they may face. So forget about those movies with the big heroes and try and redirect your attention to the little acts of courage that you show every day or that the people around you show. We are all brave human beings, but sometimes I think we forget or we take for granted how much strength we truly harness within ourselves. So that's it for today's segment of Therapy Tuesdays. I hope it was a good one, and let me know any questions or comments that you may have on today's topic. And of course, don't forget, each one teach one. Let us be the change that we want to see in this world. Take care. Also, it's a new year, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you for some topic ideas that you want me to do for Therapy Tuesdays, so please message me. Thank you.